Let's ask about them girls. The clientele here seems pretty fond of these performers. Oh yeah, Vivian's my personal favorite. Have you seen her? He's been going on about her all night. Vivi this, Vivi that. Give it a rest, Cello. You're a pretty big Vivian fan then. Yep, I keep her autograph in my wallet and everything. She's quite a peach. You might want to be careful. I heard someone tried to pinch some of her jewelry. That was the commotion my friend here was talking about. What? Let me at him. I'll make mincemeat out of them. No need. My friend here was clearly misinformed. Don't tell anyone, but it was Irene's stuff that got pinched. Ah, good. Are you an Irene man? Not bad taste, I suppose. He's just like, good. Maybe I am. Any other Irene man around here? I'd like to settle a score with the guy who caused this issue, if you know what I mean. Ah, I feel ya. But nothing personal. I ain't no snitch. So, you do know? Well, a guy can have his suspicions, but loose lips are asking for trouble around here, you know? Listen, I understand if you want to help your girl Irene out. I really do. But, well, I ain't no info broker. Sorry. Can I ask you about the other thing? Oh, you know, I'll bet that guy might be a bit more generous with his info if it's Vivian's doing the talk. If it's Vivian doing the talking. Yeah, no, I was thinking that, but like, I wanted to ask about the other thing. Sad. Oh, alien? Happy Halloween! Can I help you too? You're here so early. Let me escort you to some nice seats. No, we're actually here at the behest of Byro. Are you one of the performers here? Oh, thank goodness. That's actually getting settled. Yes, I work here. My name's Anita. Nice to meet you, Anita. My name's Rem, and this is my associate, Wednesday. Hello. Miss, are you aware of the incident that happened yesterday? Yeah, I was right there when it happened. Scared the dickens out of me and Ray. Wait, so you're a witness? Wonderful. That must have been shocking. Could you tell us exactly what happened? Well, me and Ray were heading upstairs to have a smoke in the dressing room. We were laughing and having a good time, and all of a sudden we heard the window break in the other room. It's a good thing the walls are so thin, or we might not have noticed. Anyways, me and her were pretty spooked. Thought somebody chucked a brick through the window. When we got in, the guy had already bounced. Right at the second floor. I thought maybe he was crazy, but then I looked out and there was no body. Some blood maybe, but not much. You don't just walk away from a fall like that, so I was real confused. Oh, and before all that, I started screaming bloody murder, so everybody came running on up. Byro got real riled up. I mean, really riled up. Demanded we shut the place down for the night and make sure none of the guests knew what was going on. I'm not sure how successful that was, though. The rest of us weren't exactly pictures of serenity, but I'd never seen the guy panic so much. I mean, I know the Berettas are a scary bunch, but aren't things like this to be expected in this line of work? I guess. I guess his inexperience is showing. Sure, let's question her. Let's figure this one out first. Where is Ray? You know, it's strange. I haven't seen much of her this evening. Not that I can blame her. The poor girl was so shaken. Maybe she went home? Okay. Did you see them? Can you tell us anything about the perp? Sorry, but nope. Ray might have, but I haven't seen much of her all evening. Poor thing's a barrel of nerves. She's going to miss out on all the good tippers if she stays outside all night. Hey, if you see her, tell her to come inside, will you? Good old Anita will keep her safe. Okay, so how'd he sneak in? Interesting. Isn't the backstage usually guarded by a bouncer? Usually it is. I don't exactly remember the details, but maybe he left his post for some reason? Who was on shift for that position? I don't know much about the bouncers. Don't talk to them much. Honestly, I don't remember. No, we're good. Thanks. Can I go? No. Okay, so there's this guy. Who are you? Cthulhu? Again? Happy Halloween, fellow debauchers. Looking forward to the show? I know I am. Okay. Woo! You look like a frog who ate animal girls or something. Smoking fire? You guys are good to go. This door leads to the dressing rooms. Okay, thanks. Frog animal guy. An abandoned shirt? Dress? A long shirt or a short dress? Either way, it's all wrinkly. Probably a short dress. Boxes of various cabaret accoutrements? I don't know. Probably. What's this? An abandoned skirt. Wow. Somebody plucked the flowers off this fake plant. It's just plastic stems now. Oh. Okay, so this is the... as far as we can... Okay. Door number 3? Okay, before we talk to that lady. A vanity covered in cosmetics, hair care products, and a few bottles you don't recognize. Well, duh, you're a pumpkin. Same. Can't inspect the window. Lots of clothes. It's pretty messy. Yeah, I can see that. A waste bin packed with trash. Exciting. Fake flower. God. What's with this place and fake flowers? No? Okay, well, let's talk to you then. Excuse me, are you Irene? Ooh. Yes, that's me. Wow, she looks like one of those, Dia de los Muertos, skeleton girls. She's nice. She's nice looking. What are you doing in the dressing rooms? Buyer hired us to investigate your burglar trouble. I'm sorry, we may have overstepped our bounds here. Would you rather talk outside? No, you're fine. This isn't my room anyway. Buyer won't let me in there since the window's broken. But then he doesn't want me out talking to customers either. Ugh, this is all so unnecessary. So, where are you two exactly? Smoke and Fire Private Investigations. My name is Rem, and hers is Wednesday. Charmed. Well, nice to meet you two. Sorry for all this trouble. Irene pulls something from a pack on the table, fumbling to place it in a holder before giving up. You notice her hands are trembling. Maybe she isn't as calm as she's trying to appear. Okay, I'll help you calm down. Here, let me get that for you. Pull out the lighter. Clicks once, twice, 3 times before finally igniting. Thanks. As she takes a long draw from the thing, a soft smell of caramel mixes with the nicotine. What? Caramel? You notice that her skin has a fine, grainy quality, just like the surface of a sugar cube. The resemblance is probably more than superficial. She's made of sugar? So, you wanted to ask about what happened last night, right? I would. Now that you're comfortable, let's start with the basics. Could you tell us what happened last night, from your perspective? Well, everything was just fine up until it happened. In fact, it was better than fine. The customers were mild, nobody had harassed me all night, and Vivi and I were on stage together for the last performance. Then, just as we got to the good part, we heard somebody shrieking upstairs. My jewelry box was gone, and the thief had somehow escaped through the window. Honestly, it's not such a big deal. I don't wear much jewelry aside from these. Irene motions to her earrings and necklace. And they're actually a part of my form. I begged Byron to let the whole thing go, but he wasn't having it. And so, now I'm stuck back here all night, and you two have to put up with this undoubtedly unreasonable demands. Sorry about that. Are you kidding? We appreciate the business, and more importantly than mine, what my partner means to say is, don't apologize. We'll get this mess out of your hair as soon as possible. So, to get right to the point, any idea who'd want to steal a box of unloved jewelry from you? I'm sure you've already heard about a peculiar brand of customer loyalty. It's embarrassing to say, but there's no shortage of fans who'd want something I wore. So, nobody in particular stood out yesterday? I don't spend much time roaming the floor or waitressing like the others, so I couldn't say. Interesting. You don't interact as much with the customers? Yeah. Barry puts me and Vivian on less shifts since we have to rehearse. Not that you could tell with Vivi, though. She goes out onto the floor whether it's time to practice or not. A real people person, you know? Could you tell me what exactly was in the jewelry box? Any particularly unique pieces? It was mostly generic stuff. I suppose there are a few with distinguishing features. The first is a shimmery brooch with a red gem cut in the shape of a heart. The second is a hairpin with a silver rose. The third is a tiny bottle with a dried flower inside, strung up as a pendant. A real flower? Was it a blue dandelion? No, a poppy. That was the most expensive piece, of course. Wednesday let out a low whistle. Understandable. The blue dandies are the only thing that'll grow in the city, and imports are notoriously expensive. That one piece was probably worth more than the rest of the box combined. But still, I can't imagine anybody who's rich and powerful enough to be a regular of the diamond would be desperate enough to steal for the cash. As Irene lifts her hand to take another drag, you notice a glint of light from her finger. A ring? Didn't you just say you don't wear jewelry? What? Irene looks confused before following your gaze down to her hand. Oh, that. Sorry. For all I keep that on, it might as well be attached. It's an old family heirloom. I guess technically this is my most valuable piece. It's pretty, but what's so special about it? Sentimental value? You could say that. Normally it gets passed down to the sons, but my parents didn't have any. After my mother passed on, it became mine. Oh, sorry for your loss, and for bringing it up. Thank you. These things seem to be getting more and more common. Wait, if it gets passed down to boys, why did your mother have it? Well, normally it gets used as an engagement ring, so it goes from the son to the fiancé. I'd die before putting myself through the drudgery of matrimony, though, so I doubt I'll use it like that. And that's the only piece you have left? I don't know, maybe an odd bit or bob fell on the floor. You can check in the dressing room, but watch out for broken glass. Can you think of anything else that might be helpful to the case? I wish I could, but I wasn't even there when it happened. Two of the other girls saw it though, Anita and Ray. Maybe try asking them? Thank you for your cooperation. We'll try to get this sorted as soon as possible. It was no trouble, just a welcome reprieve from standing around back here doing nothing. Good luck. Oh, she's so nice. Okay. Oh, hello. Probably nothing. Lots of clothes. Sure. Uh-huh. Nothing. Nothing. Nope. It's the same thing from outside. So I guess all we can do is talk to these people. Are you a cow or something? Animal cow. Ugh, I gotta find my uniform. It's on the floor here somewhere, I think. To make matters worse, if Ray doesn't show, I'll have to fill in. Do you think I can pass it off as a Halloween costume? Maybe? Hey, anything I can help you two with? Hopefully the customers aren't giving you too much trouble. Questions? Yes, absolutely. You have been here for a while, right? Since the place opened up a while back, yeah. I hopped on right after Irene. If you don't mind, could you tell me what you and Irene and the other girls do here? You sound suspicious. If you're wondering, there really isn't any hanky-panky going on. Not on Company Dime, at least. The Diamond is the Beretta's biggest cabaret operation, but we try to be the classiest. Me and the rest cover both stage shows and waitressing. Oh, it isn't their biggest cabaret. Sorry. Stage shows? Nothing dirty, unless you're enough of a prude that a low neckline sends you running to a priest or something. Just singing, dancing, and the occasional play. Irene's a natural with everything on stage, but I usually have to sit out the ladder. I'm a terrible actor. Speaking of Irene, any ideas on who'd be interested in stealing her jewelry? Oh, too many people to count. Well, maybe not quite that many. Let's just say there's quite a few. Really? Was it particularly expensive? From what I could tell, it wasn't exactly cheap, but I doubt that's what the guy was really after. Why is that? There's plenty of desperate people in Endopolis. Yeah, I seem desperate, and I know even when you're desperate, you don't go robbing a place with security like this, messing around with people like us. You'll see, once this place gets hopping, it'll be filled with mafiosos from the Beretta family and others, on hire and in the audience. You could get trinkets worth the same coin for much less risk if you turned your efforts just about anywhere else. Well, if it's not for the monetary value, then why? My guess? A customer wanted to get a little closer to his beloved Irene. A crime of passion. More like a crime of a one-sided obsession, but yeah, pretty much. Did Irene have any particularly unstable fans? It's hard to tell with these guys. A guy can seem real nice and quiet-like, gentlemanly even, and then you look in his basement and you see a blood shrine to his lady of choice. Yeah, touché. Don't ask me how I know that. If I had to guess, well, I'd look into some of the highbrow mafiosos. They think they can do whatever they want to working class people. You're telling us to accuse high-level dons? Might as well just sign my death warrant now. Don't be so dramatic. Trust me, if your accusation happens to be right, it won't matter if the guy's a conciliage or a grunt. He'll be over city limits soon as you can prove it to the boss. He cares about this place that much? Well, it makes sense for a guy whose business hinges on us. He takes this stuff seriously. I've seen it. Well, this has been helpful. Thank you. Don't hesitate to ask me for anything else. I want my dressing room back. Actually, you could... Yes. Vivian, one of your fans is being a bit tight-lipped. Anything you could do to maybe help us out? Oh, that must be old Cello. I'll bet he brought a friend too, right? He shows up first most nights. The type that likes getting drunk quick and early. Let's see what I can do.